Acts 10. Now there was a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius, a captain of what was called the Italian regiment, dedicated, and fearing Elohim with all his household, doing many kind deeds to the people, and praying to Elohim always. He clearly saw in a vision about the 9th hour of the day a messenger of Elohim coming to him, and saying to him, Cornelius. And looking intently at him, and becoming afraid, he said, What is it, master? And he said to him, Your prayers and your kind deeds have come up for a remembrance before Elohim. And now send men to Yaffo, and send for Shimon, who is also called Kepha. He is staying with Shimon, a leather tanner, whose house is by the sea. And when the messenger who spoke to him went away, Cornelius called 2 of his household servants, and a dedicated soldier from among those who waited on him continually. And having explained to them all, he sent them to Yaffo. And on the next day, as they were on their way and approaching the city, Kepha went up on the housetop to pray, about the 6th hour. And he became hungry and wished to eat. But while they were preparing, he fell into a trance. And he saw the heaven opened, and a certain vessel, like a great sheet bound at the 4 corners, descending to him and let down to earth, in which were all kinds of 4-footed beasts of the earth, and wild beasts, and creeping creatures, and the birds of the heaven. And a voice came to him, Rise up, Kepha, slay and eat. But Kepha said, Not at all, master, because I have never eaten whatever is common or unclean. And a voice came to him again the 2nd time, What Elohim has cleansed you do not consider common. And this took place 3 times, and the vessel was taken back to the heaven. And while Kepha was doubting within himself about what the vision might mean, look, the men who had been sent from Cornelius, having asked for the house of Shimon, stood at the gate, and calling out, they inquired whether Shimon, also known as Kepha, was staying there. And as Kepha was thinking about the vision, the Spirit said to him, See, 3 men seek you. But rise up, go down and go with them, not doubting at all, for I have sent them. So Kepha went down to the men who had been sent to him from Cornelius, and said, Look, I am the one you seek. Why have you come? And they said, Cornelius the captain, a righteous man, and one who fears Elohim, and well spoken of by the entire nation of the Yehudim, was instructed by a set-apart messenger to send for you to his house, and to hear words from you. So inviting them in, he housed them. And on the next day Kepha went away with them, and some brothers from Yaffo went with him. And the following day they entered into Caesarea, and Cornelius was waiting for them, having called together his relatives and close friends. And it came to be that when Kepha entered, Cornelius met him, and fell down at his feet, and bowed down before him. But Kepha raised him up, saying, Stand up, I myself am also a man. And talking with him, he went in, and found many who had come together. And he said to them, You know that a Yehudite man is not allowed to associate with or go to one of another race. But Elohim has shown me that I should not call any man common or unclean. That is why I came without hesitation when I was sent for. So I ask, Why have you sent for me? And Cornelius said, 4 days ago I was fasting until this hour, and at the 9th hour I prayed in my house, and see, a man stood before me in shining garments, and said, Cornelius, your prayer has been heard, and your kind deeds were remembered before Elohim. Now, send to Yaffo and call Shimon here, who is also called Kepha. He is staying in the house of Shimon, a leather tanner, by the sea. When he comes, he shall speak to you. So I sent to you immediately, and you have done well to come. And now we are all present before Elohim, to hear all that you have been commanded by Elohim. And opening his mouth, Kepha said, Truly, I see that Elohim shows no partiality, but in every nation, he who fears him and works righteousness is accepted by him. He sent the word to the children of Israel, bringing the good news, peace through Yeshua Messiah. He is master of all. You know what word came to be throughout all Yehuda, beginning from Galil after the immersion, which Yohanan proclaimed. How Elohim did anoint Yeshua of Nazareth with the set-apart spirit and with power, who went about doing good and healing all who were oppressed by the devil, for Elohim was with him. And we are witnesses of all he did, both in the country of the Yehudim and in Jerusalem, whom they even killed by hanging on a timber. Elohim raised up this one on the third day, and let him be seen, not to all the people, but to witnesses, those having been chosen before by Elohim, to us who ate and drank with him after he arose from the dead. And he commanded us to proclaim to the people and to witness that it is he who was appointed by Elohim to be judge of the living and the dead. To this one all the prophets bear witness, that through his name everyone believing in him does receive forgiveness of sins. While Kepha was still speaking these words, the set-apart spirit fell upon all those hearing the word. And those of the circumcision who believed were astonished, and many as came with Kepha, because the gift of the set-apart spirit had been poured out on the Gentiles also, for they were hearing them speaking with tongues and extolling Elohim. Then Kepha answered, Is anyone able to forbid water, that these should not be immersed, who have received the set-apart spirit, even as also we? And he commanded them to be immersed in the name of Yeshua Messiah. Then they asked him to remain a few days.